Just building on what Haya just said, I
Yes.
think the oversupply question,
Yeah.
is directly interlinked with the issue which we're facing with the lawyers.
Yeah.
So I think what is crucial is that there is no willingness. So that willingness can only increase if, let's say, lawyers and litigants are educated about the mediation process. So we have a lot of scenarios where we are going to courts and the judges, the judiciary, are motivating the counsels and the litigants to mediate, but the litigants are taken by a surprise. They are not aware of the mediation process. So what lawyers they need to do is they need to integrate the mediation process into the legal advice they're giving, which is missing. So if you do that at the very initial stage, and I'm not saying that you put mediation as an option in every case you get. You have to identify cases which can be mediated, with examples like you have administration cases, inheritance related, family disputes, then you have shareholders dispute. Justice Jawad Sirwana has just given a judgment on Companies Act, and Justice Yusuf Saeed in Sindh High Court also has given a judgment on a family disputes. Those are cases which can be mediated. Those are cases where it is the responsibility of the lawyers to educate, to advise the client at the very outset that, look, mediation is an option. Even if they don't opt for that, later on, let's say if we are in court and we face a scenario where, there is some inclination of the judge to take it to mediation, then the chances of, convincing the client increases drastically. So that's the fundamental issue. Another issue is the reluctancy. The willingness is not there. You don't see lawyers moving applications in pending cases. You rightly mentioned there is a huge backlog. And I was talking about, fresh cases or you get when clients come in, but you can also take out cases which are pending, which are cases which haven't proceeded for a very long time. You can convince the client. You can move an application. Let's say in Sindh, you mentioned we have 89 capital A. You can perhaps move an application under 89A, go to the court, even if the other side is not willing. You can make an attempt and then leave it to the court with your assistance to convince to the other opposing counsel or the counterparty party to go and mediate. So this is, I think, something which us lawyers, I think we should be doing more and more. We need to see more willingness. We need to see more applications being filed in the pending cases as well. I think if lawyers are, aware of what mediation is, I think the resistance will go away. Another problem we are facing is that most of, lawyers, I'm talking about lawyers, not even litigants, they feel that mediation is nothing more than what happens in a pre-trial in a family court. The
Okay.
involvement of lawyer is not important. You take the parties, make them sit with the mediator, and you expect that if they want to settle, they'll settle, you come out with a settlement. So the role of lawyer is critical, and I will divide it into three stages: pre-mediation, during mediation, and post-mediation. Pre-mediation, you have to advise your client that this is an issue which is potentially or can be potentially mediated.
Yeah, but that is, sorry to interrupt you, that is right. But here the problem is lawyers themselves are not convinced to go for mediation. Even if the judges ask them, they resist. So, you are from the legal fraternity and you talk to your friends. And can you tell us, I mean, what is their, what is at the back of their mind? Why they don't want to accept
I think
mediation as a...
something most of the lawyers here would agree with me on is that once you have jurisprudence available on a subject,
Yes,
let's
yes.
say if you have a client coming in and you coming in with a construction dispute, so you tend to cite a judgment and say, look, आपका मसला ये judgment में resolve हो सकता है, relying on that. So if we
Yeah,
have
but then,
enough,
yeah, we have jurisprudence
we
like...
do.